Hey guys, what up? Mike here, Laker Talk. So the latest blip on the radar is Byron Scott benching D'Angelo Russell last night against the Dallas Mavericks because, quote unquote, he was trying to take over the game. Anybody watching that game last night, you can see D'Angelo Russell was starting to get it going late. D'Angelo Russell has a knack for getting it going late. We've seen that over maybe over 10 games or so. He kind of has mediocre first quarters, first halves, and then late he gets it going. We've seen this in several times. We've seen it in Sacramento. We've seen it against the Spurs. We've seen it against the Spurs the first time we played them. We've seen it against Minnesota, etc. He gets it going late. Last night, he was about to get it going. Then he gets taken out. Byron Scott puts in Swaggy P for the last 2 minutes. We end up losing the game. Whatever. Right? I don't mind that. But an article came out. Mark Medina, beat writer for the LA Lakers, said that he, quote unquote, that Byron Scott took him out because he was trying to take over the game. Everybody's going nuts on Twitter. Everybody's complaining now. Listen, I don't mind it. And why don't I mind this? Because look what's happening. I'm blogging about it. Mark Medina is writing about it. The LA Times will pick it up. I sent out a tweet before the game, that we need to lose this game. People are like, why, Mike? Why do you want the Lakers to lose? Listen, it has to get really bad for us to make any change. We have to have a long losing streak. Firestorms like this have to happen. D'Angelo Russell have to continue to bump heads with Byron Scott. Julius Randle have to continue to bump heads with Byron Scott to the point to where everyone's talking about it. You guys are all riled up. I'm blogging about it. Mark Medina's writing about it. LA Times is picking it up to the point to where Jeannie and Mitch, they don't have a choice but to get Byron Scott out of there. The only way we are going to get our franchise back on track is by it being bad. If we're mediocre, if Byron Scott is doing a good job, he's sitting D'Angelo Russell's down and we're winning games, then it's not going to be that bad. Right? Oh, Lakers are kind of making a run. Oh, yeah, we're going to win 17, 19 games and end up, being mediocre crappy. No, we got to be crappy to make change. And it's clear that Byron Scott has shown over the span of his career that he does not gel well with superstar rookies or whoever. He bumped heads with Kyrie Irving. He bumped heads with Chris Paul. He's now bumping heads with D'Angelo Russell. He has an old school mentality. He's very stubborn. And he tries to contain rookies or players when they're trying to shine. Yes, D'Angelo Russell is cocky, right? Mark Medina actually writes that he's hearing Byron Scott and other people in and outside of the Lakers organization saying this, that D'Angelo Russell is a little cocky, right? Mark Medina is a beat writer for LA Daily News, and he's in the locker rooms all the time, and he's reporting on this, and you can see him on Twitter and stuff like that. But D'Angelo Russell is cocky. When he was drafted, he said he's the best rookie in the draft. No, Karl Anthony Towns was, right? But he's cocky. You got to have a little cockiness, and we like that. And it's shown. He's skilled. He's bigger than almost. I recorded this. I said this last night on Twitter, watching the game. He seems to be bigger than every guard that he plays, right? So guards are gonna have a trouble guarding him, and he's good at getting it going late. He was missing his shots early. I understand that, but it's clear to me when he's on the floor late that he's the best player that we have. And Byron Scott is trying to contain that for some odd reason rather than helping the young kid kind of shine a little bit. It would be better, like, there's some reverse psychology that Byron Scott could do to help a young kid like D'Angelo Russell. Yes, he is cocky, but you can do it in a different way. You shouldn't be trying to bench him late in the games when he is clearly our best player. I'm sure you guys can all see that in the games, right? And when D'Angelo Russell gets it going, he's clearly our best player. He's better than Lou. He's better than Clarkson, I'm saying late. He seems to get it going late. And Byron Scott seems to have a trouble with that. He's saying that, he was quoted saying that he doesn't want that in D'Angelo Russell. He doesn't want him to try to take over the games. He wants the ball to move. In my opinion, if we were really trying to win that game, though, I was on the couch thinking I want us to lose that game because of the reasons I stated earlier. If we were really trying to win that game, if Byron Scott was truly trying to win that game, you would not take D'Angelo Russell out at that moment. He is clearly getting it go. He was clearly getting it going. He's clearly one of the guys, the only guys besides Kobe over the last 5 years on the Lakers team that seems to get it going late. So Byron Scott's all messed up. So like I said, yeah, it's a crappy move. Yes, it's a stubborn move by Byron Scott. He's an idiot. We call him, we don't like what he's doing. Obviously, he is not the coach to coach our young guys, to uplift our young guys and to get them going over next year. So clearly, he's got to go, right? We got to get somebody else in there. But the only way that's going to happen is if we continue to lose. And we continue to have some storms in the locker room like this one, where I'm going to be vlogging about it. You guys are going to be tweeting about it. Beat writers will be talking about it. LA Times will be talking about it. ESPN will pick it up, etc. Once that gets going, Mitch and Jeannie won't have a choice but to fire and make change. So, hey, I don't mind it. It is what it is, but it's clear to me that he did D'Angelo wrong a little bit, and or a lot, and he's doing him wrong in a sense by messing with his head. I don't know what he's doing. He's saying that he shouldn't take those shots. I thought he took the shots when we needed them, and yeah, he missed a couple of shots early. But D'Angelo Russell has been hot over the last couple of games. It's like a heat check. He's got to continue to take those shots. I want D'Angelo Russell shooting 15 to 20 times a game. He's that good, in my opinion, in terms of with his three-pointer and his jump shot. I like that. If he gets it going, that's what we need. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. And, let me know your thoughts on the situation. Hit me up in the comments below. As always, thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting on the videos. And as always, hit me up on Twitter at MikeSportsLA. We'll talk soon, guys. Peace.